When we talk about carbohydrates, we always talk about obesity and calories as people mistake this nutrient with obesity. However, the debate continues regarding the roots and tubers family. Potatoes and sweet potatoes always competed with each other to reach your plate, and we always get confused which of these two is a healthier option. To be frank, both of them deserve to be in your diet. So let's compare them. A few years back, few people compared these two and declared a winner. Would you like to see what they found? Hi, this is Gayatri from livescraze.com, and today we'll compare potatoes and sweet potatoes. You can also find the same post on my blog, which is www.livescraze.com. And if possible, do subscribe to my blog and also to my YouTube channel. Besides that, you can always message me, personal message me, comment, like, and share. Since it is all about carbohydrates, let's start with glycemic index and load. If you don't know what they are, let me tell you in short that glycemic index is a number given to the food groups by which it tells you whether the food increases your blood glucose levels immediately or slowly. So the higher the number, it increases glucose the faster. So coming to glycemic index and load, potatoes are higher in GI and load than sweet potatoes, so they should be avoided. Now, coming to other factors like vitamin A. Sweet potatoes are richer source of vitamin A than potatoes. And coming to carbohydrates, potatoes are richer sources of carbohydrates than sweet potatoes, which affect the insulin regulation, resulting in increased fat. So, sweet potatoes are better than potatoes. So, do you really think this is justified? Do you think this is the right way to compare? We say that you should include both of them to your diet to keep it balanced. This will provide you many nutrients and satisfy your satiety and taste. So let's compare these two properly and check the results. Check these nutritional values of both potatoes and sweet potatoes. You can also find this image on my blog. I've given the link in the description below. Otherwise, I'll make sure that you can read the values here. So they said that sweet potatoes are better than potatoes because they are rich in vitamin A. That's true. But what about other nutrients? Have a look properly. You can pause the video and check the values properly. You can see it clearly. Potatoes give 161 calories while sweet potatoes give 103. So here sweet potatoes win. And coming to carbohydrates, again sweet potatoes win because they give less amount of calories. And in proteins, but potatoes win because they are giving almost double the protein given by sweet potatoes. And fats, both of them give zero fat. And fiber, both of them are equal. To vitamin A, there's a huge difference because potatoes doesn't give vitamin A while sweet potatoes gives almost 438 I'm sorry 438 percentage of your daily requirement. So here sweet potatoes are a big winner. Now coming to other vitamins like vitamin B6, potatoes win, and in folate, again potatoes win, and thiamine, that is vitamin B1. Here sweet potatoes win, and coming to riboflavin, that is vitamin B2, again sweet potatoes win. In niacin, potatoes win. For pantothenic acid, that is vitamin B5, sweet potatoes win, and vitamin C, again sweet potatoes win. So you can see I have marked the higher value here with by selecting the value. So you can find out which one has scored more compared to the other. To minerals, again you can see that potatoes win when it comes to magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, iron, copper, while sweet potatoes are lagging behind. And however, only manganese is present in more quantity in sweet potatoes compared to potatoes. If you calculate in, points in terms of points, Potatoes get 9 points while sweet potatoes get 8 points in terms of how many minerals or nutrients they have won. But see, it's not about how many points they are winning, but it's all about you and your requirements. Just because sweet potatoes are lagging behind with just 1 point doesn't mean that you should avoid sweet potatoes and you should go on with potatoes. It's not like that. For suppose you need more of vitamin A, you're lagging behind in terms of vitamin A. You will have to choose sweet potatoes because potatoes doesn't give you vitamin A at all. While sweet potatoes are very rich in vitamin A. So you should think like that. People say that potatoes high in glycemic load. So let's check that out through this graph. So in this graph, there are various types of cooking methods, whether it is potatoes or sweet potatoes. So you can see that lighter color, light blue, is represents potatoes, while the dark blue represents sweet potatoes. Coming to chips and mashed potatoes, you can see it's a bit less, while in baked potatoes have higher glycemic load compared to baked sweet potatoes. When you boil the potatoes, again the glycemic index of potatoes are higher, little bit higher than compared to sweet potatoes, boiled sweet potatoes. So if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes or any health issue where you need to control your sugar levels, there you can consider this and go for sweet potatoes instead of potatoes. Simple. So it's not really glycemic load, but total carbohydrate and calorie intake affects blood glucose level. Moreover, blood glucose level depends on cooking method you choose, the time you eat, medication, sleep quality, gut bacteria, genetics, activity level, and how much proteins, fiber, and fats you eat. So before you choose, make sure you consult someone like who's expert and who's a dietitian or nutritionist. So now the question is how to eat potatoes and sweet potatoes. Now that it's clear that both have their own benefits and should actually be added to your diet, let's check how to eat them and how not to. So it depends on the way you cook them, the cooking method. So there are few ways you can cook these to make them healthy. Like you can boil them, you can roast them, you can bake them, or you can cook them with olive oil and herbs. You must use healthy oils to cook them. Otherwise, you can just boil and top with some salt and have them. And there are a few other methods which you can use, not methods exactly, but few other ingredients you can use with these potatoes and sweet potatoes, sometimes less frequently, and those are like butter, little sour cream, little cheese, or some sprinkled, some bacon sprinkled on it. So these things must be used less frequently or sometimes. So there are few other things you can do once in a while, just once in a while, not even less frequently or sometimes, just once in a while. And those are mashed form, like mashed with lots of butter and cream, loaded, fried chips, these kind of stuff you should take just once in a month or likewise. So how much to eat now? You can eat 1 to 2 cups of carbohydrate sources, which can be potatoes, sweet potatoes, lentils, beans, or anything, right? However, it again depends on the person. Choose a quantity based on your goals, your health condition, body size, carbohydrate requirements, and your preferences. Usually 55 to 65% of energy should come from carbohydrates alone. So count the calories and carbohydrate values and then check how much you should eat. Usually, I don't recommend you to count calories or check your weight, but based on your body requirement, you can tell yourself whether you should lose weight or gain weight, whether your health condition supports low carb diet or high carb diet. Based on that, you can consult a nutritionist or dietitian, and based on that, you can go ahead and you can decide on how much of potatoes are or sweet potatoes are okay for you. So if we keep on talking about these, this is going to be endless. To conclude, we can say that both are equal and important. You just need to choose right cooking method and eat in right quantities. That's the key. To know them more, check the health benefits of potatoes and sweet potatoes as well. The videos have already been uploaded in my YouTube channel. I will give the link in the description box. Otherwise, I'll also give link to the blog post on these two topics separately, that is potatoes and sweet potatoes. You can also go to my blog and read them. Thank you for watching. So that's it for today. If you have any doubts, you can always personal message me or comment on the in this video below, and I'll reach back to you as soon as possible. I can not promise immediately, but as soon as possible. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.